welcome back to News Geelong. We enjoy another sunny evening of sport right before the Geelong and Collingwood game. But before we go there, let's go to the cricket with Darren Hornstein.
South Barwon behind the 8-ball against East Belmont on day 2 of this important game.
Yeah, Rollo, we started off not too bad. I think we're about 1 for 50, and now we've lost. I think we lost 4 for 6 in the middle stages there just before tea, which was included like Brad, Joel, and Clinton Peak. So we're up against it at the moment.
It was interesting to see that your brother Brad Hornstein batting at number 3.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's more of a reflection of last year we lost, I suppose, our top 3. In Eamon Vine, Sam Carr and our overseas Jacob Watterson. So last year Brad was able to bat down 6 or 7. This year, just I suppose losing those 3 players plus Phil Halbish has meant that he's gone up to number 1 and he's done not too bad, but although of late he's probably been a bit disappointed with how he's gone.
Now you're chasing 256. The conditions seem perfectly well. The wickets seem to be moving around a little.
Yeah, definitely the wicket's got a bit of life in it, although East are probably 1 or 2 of their main strikers short, so they've got a lot of spin happening at the moment. But yeah, no, the wicket's obviously a bit greener than it was last week, but it hasn't affected the result at this stage.
We spoke to young Billy Ford, the red-headed young man, when South Barwon were playing Geelong City. Today his father has joined him in the first 11, Anthony Ford. He's out at the wicket at the moment and seemed to be enjoying to want to settle in for a dig.
Yeah, definitely. He's come back after Christmas, like he's keen to play with Billy, and I'm not sure too how many first 11 GCA Division 1 father-sons have played. You might have to look up that. But yeah, they're both playing and they might have a bat together today, which will be interesting.
And you're still to bat, but and one thing about South Barwon is you've got a balanced batting lineup from about 5 through 11, and in balancing it is a reasonably good, strong batting lineup for those positions.
Yeah, we've got a fairly, I suppose you call it a lengthy lower order there, where we've got guys from 6 through to 10 or 11 that are similar sort of standards. So, I'm not saying we've got any superstars to come, but you never know on a day like this. Hopefully the East guys are gwilled a bit under the heat that we've got today.
And with about 40 overs to play and you need about 180-odd runs to win, it's going to be a challenging chase after the tea-time break, particularly in these hot conditions.
Yeah, definitely. Like, we're up against it. You really need one of these guys to make 100 and probably bat out of their skin. But stranger things have happened on the cricket field, so we're still hoping for something for the guys batting down the order.
And that is a balance you bring into days like today with the heat. I mean, it's not oppressive heat. It's what I call it's obviously a warm heat, but the fieldsmen out there are going to tire. Whereas over the course of the afternoon, the batsmen have got the strength to be able to carry on and maybe take the advantage.
Yeah, like it's funny these days when it is really hot, you always think, I wish I bat, I hope we bat on days like this. But, when you're batting, it's almost as hard as well to concentrate under the helmet that most guys are wearing these days. So, yeah, hopefully a few of their guys tire out, but they've got a lot of spinners, which probably plays into their favour a bit. They might just bowl them out, and if they don't need to bring back big Matty Caulfield, they probably won't have to.
And one finally, Darren, North Geelong seem to be the pace setter sitting out on top, playing St Joseph's in this particular round. Look to have the upper hand over St Joseph's. They're certainly setting the benchmark.
Yeah, definitely. They've improved with a couple of inclusions to their team. Always handy to bring in guys that, make 600, 700 runs, for the season. So they're definitely the ones to beat. But Joey's have got a really strong bowling attack. So I suppose I was a bit surprised last week that Joey sort of only put together 140 sort of odd. So you'd think that North would get up that and then they'd seal the top spot. So I think the premiership race is wide open, even like East Belmont. Once they get all their players back on the park, they're going to be really hard to beat, and you can never, Grovedales and Geelong West, they can beat anyone on their day, so it's really tough at the top, I think.
Thanks for that, Darren. Well done on your successes. Now let's go to some more paceful successes across the bay to the Avalon Raceway, catching up with another winner in Jai O'Keefe.
Round number 1 of the Jetco Series here tonight at Avalon Raceway, running in support to round 7 of the Eureka Garage and Shed Sprint Car Series, and doing an outstanding job all night long was the driver of the V55, Jai O'Keefe. Jai, congratulations on tonight's win.
Thanks, mate. Credit to everyone. Bring it on again. Great track. Glad to be here. Well done to Avalon and everyone who helped out.
Mate, we don't get to see the 500s here at Avalon all that often, but certainly tonight running with the sprint cars, a great night's racing on tough conditions early in the afternoon with the heat that was around today, but I think the night proved to be very, very successful. The format for the Jetco series was successful and a great way to start for you.
Yeah, look, we haven't raced here for years. Or we meant to race here earlier, but, you know, nature of the beast, we got called off at the time. It's always aggressive here. It's always hard on the arms, but it's always good racing. The series was cool. I think we did a similar format last year. Just mixes things up, get to run with the sprint cars. It's always cool for us, so one step ahead.
It's a good track for the Formula 500s, it's got to be said. Like some of the lap times in the mid 13-second range, I think, tonight at various times. So guys are getting around here nice and quick.
Yeah, well, I seen in the feature there that we were actually matching the sprint car times with some of them, so, you know, it's good for us anyway. We're only buzz boxes around here, but we have a great time.
Mate, you better thank your sponsors and your crew that got you into victory lane tonight.
Yeah, look, a big thanks to family and crew. Look, couldn't do it without them. Hosey, Jess, Teddy, Mum, Dad, my brother. Major sponsors, GG Under Homes, Oakley Contracting, O'Shaughnessy Motorsport for the car, Warrnambool Powder Coating, Willer's Manufacturing Industries, Tip of Me Tongue, Southwest Conveyancing, everyone else that helped out, the series, Bally, the track. Well done to everyone, it's a credit.
That is for sure, mate. Well said. Taking out tonight's round number 1 of the Jetco series here at Avalon International Raceway, doing a great job, the driver of the Victoria 55 car, Jai O'Keefe.
Thanks to that, gentlemen. Well, that's it. Time to get behind the Geelong Cats as they start another hopefully successful season. Until then, it's back to you, Rollo.
Thank you, Alex, and we'll see you on Friday evening, same time, same place, with more news from the Geelong Sports Arena. And don't forget, down at Cardinia Park Complex tonight, it's the big one, the start of the NAB, with Geelong Cats taking on the Collingwood, down at Cardinia Park. Go Cats! Now let's look at the predicted weather outlook for Geelong and the Surf Coast over the coming few days. Tomorrow, Thursday, will be cloudy with some isolated showers on the Surf Coast. It's extending throughout the afternoon and evening with an expected top of 28 degrees. Friday will be cloudy with isolated showers, light winds in the morning building up in the afternoon. We can expect a top of 26. Today was mostly sunny with light winds reaching a top of 31 at 2 o'clock this afternoon. That's the weather outlook for the next few days for Geelong and the Surf Coast. Thanks for being with us on News Geelong this evening as we again presented the positives from around Geelong and the Surf Coast. And yes, go Geelong Cats and Dickie Philpott, down the Collywobbles. To one of Geelong's scooter hoons, Gary Hill. Hilly, enjoy your daily outings and stay safe. And remember to take your time and smell the flowers. From all the team at News Geelong, have a pleasant evening and a very good night.